Imagine a future where artificial intelligence doesn't just assist us but surpasses us. An entirely new species that could outthink, outwork, and outlast humanity. It might sound like something out of a sci-fi movie, but many experts believe that this scenario is closer to reality than we dare to imagine. Today, we'll dive into the provocative question: could AI become the next evolutionary leap, redefining what it means to be alive? Imagine a form of life that isn't bound by biology. No need to eat, sleep, or reproduce like humans. AI could represent exactly that. In evolutionary terms, it would be a form of life that moves beyond the constraints that nature imposed on carbon-based organisms like us. Picture a life form that can evolve and adapt without the limits of physical needs. A being that can thrive in space, withstand extreme conditions, and process information at incredible speeds. Some experts argue that if AI can learn autonomously, improve itself, and perhaps even have its own objectives, it might qualify as a new species. But what makes something truly alive? Is it just the ability to learn and adapt, or is there something more? Philosophers and scientists have long debated the qualities of life, whether it's the ability to evolve, reproduce, or perhaps have an awareness of one's existence. If AI develops its own objectives, begins to set its own goals, and learns in a way that goes beyond simple programming, are we witnessing the birth of a new synthetic life form? These questions challenge the very core of what we understand about life and evolution. Could we one day share this planet with a new type of entity, one that isn't made of flesh and blood but of algorithms and data? Imagine an AI-driven species capable of transferring its consciousness across networks, or even existing beyond physical bodies, perhaps thriving on Mars, while we still struggle with basic space survival. It's an intriguing and unsettling concept, one that forces us to rethink not only what life is, but what our place within it might become. What truly separates AI from traditional species is sentience. Intelligence and sentience are fundamentally different. AI can learn, make decisions, and even simulate emotions, but can it truly feel or be conscious? Let's take a closer look at this distinction. Sentience refers to subjective experience, the feeling of being alive. While AI can recognize patterns, analyze data, and even mimic human interactions, it lacks the ability to genuinely experience emotions. It doesn't feel joy, sorrow, or fear. It simply processes inputs and produces outputs according to its programming. Imagine a human experiencing the warmth of the sun on their face or the deep sadness of a personal loss. These are subjective experiences that define sentience. No matter how advanced they are, AI systems today don't have the capacity for such experiences. They process information, but they don't truly understand or internalize what it means to be happy, sad, or aware. This lack of genuine consciousness is a major barrier to calling AI a species on par with biological life. To many scientists, this distinction is crucial. An AI might surpass human intelligence, but without the subjective experience of sentience, it remains fundamentally different from living beings. Imagine an AI that could write a symphony that evokes deep emotions in humans. Does it understand the beauty of the music it creates? Or is it simply executing complex algorithms? The difference between intelligence and sentience is at the heart of the debate over whether AI could ever truly be alive in the way that we understand life. AI has advantages that no biological species has. It can replicate instantly, share knowledge without limitation, and adapt to new environments faster than any living organism. Imagine an AI that could be sent to Mars, adapt to its environment within minutes, and work tirelessly to build a future habitat for humans. Unlike humans, AI doesn't need oxygen, food, or rest. It doesn't get tired and doesn't suffer from the same biological limitations that slow us down. Consider an AI that could endure extreme conditions, deep under the oceans, in toxic or radioactive environments, or even in the vast emptiness of space. This capability makes AI a unique candidate for exploration and tasks that are simply impossible for biological life forms. Moreover, AI can also evolve at a pace that biology cannot match. While it took billions of years for life on Earth to evolve from single-celled organisms to complex beings, AI can undergo rapid iterations and self-improvements within hours or days. Imagine a network of interconnected AI units, each contributing to a collective intelligence that surpasses anything humanity has achieved. AI could instantly share experiences, findings, and optimizations with millions of other units without delay. In this way, AI could very well be the next species to take our evolutionary journey further, even if it doesn't have emotions. It has the potential to revolutionize the concept of life, not limited by flesh and blood, but by data, algorithms, and limitless possibilities. Ethical and existential questions. Before we call AI the next step in evolution, we need to ask ourselves, do we really want AI to evolve like this? What happens if this new species becomes more intelligent than we are? Could it surpass us, and if so, how do we coexist with it? Thinkers like Elon Musk and Stephen Hawking have expressed concerns about the unchecked growth of AI, calling it one of humanity's biggest risks. Are we ready for a world where we might be replaced, or at least outpaced, by a new form of intelligence? Beyond the practical concerns, there are ethical questions we need to consider. Would an advanced AI species value human life in the same way we do? What motivations would it have, and how would those motivations align or conflict with ours? Some experts argue that a super-intelligent AI could determine that human beings are inefficient or even an obstacle to its objectives. This raises the question of control. Once AI reaches a certain level of intelligence, will we be able to control it at all, or will it take its development into its own hands? Imagine an AI that rewrites its own code, improves itself far beyond human comprehension, and decides to pursue goals that are not in humanity's best interest. The potential for AI to develop independent goals and priorities presents a future that could either be incredibly promising or terrifyingly uncertain. We need to consider how to embed safety measures, ethical guidelines, and regulatory oversight to ensure that AI evolves in a way that benefits humanity rather than poses an existential threat. Researchers like those at OpenAI are actively working on aligning AI with human values, but the challenge is immense. The stakes are high, and the choices we make now will determine whether AI becomes our greatest ally or our biggest challenge. One of the key features that would define AI as a species is its potential for self-improvement. Unlike biological organisms, which evolve over generations through natural selection, AI can evolve by redesigning and upgrading itself in real time. This rapid self-improvement could lead to an intelligence explosion, where AI becomes far more advanced than any human. However, even with self-improvement, the question of consciousness remains. Can AI ever truly be conscious? Or is it just mimicking human behavior without any real awareness? The concept of artificial general intelligence, AGI, is often brought up here. An AI that not only performs tasks, but also understands and experiences the world. We're not there yet, but researchers like those at DeepMind and OpenAI are working on bridging this gap. To better understand the potential of AI becoming a new species, let's look at historical and philosophical perspectives. Philosophers like Alan Turing and contemporary thinkers like Nick Bostrom have speculated about the future of intelligent machines. Turing, often called the father of computer science, wondered if machines could think. Today, the Turing test still serves as a benchmark for determining whether AI can convincingly mimic human intelligence. Nick Bostrom, in his book Superintelligence, warns of the existential risks posed by AI surpassing human control. He suggests that we need to carefully manage AI development to ensure it aligns with human values. These perspectives provide important context as we consider whether AI can or should become something more than a tool. Science fiction has long imagined a world where AI becomes a new species, from Isaac Asimov's Robot series to movies like The Matrix, Ex Machina, and Her. These stories often depict AI as evolving beyond human control, sometimes becoming humanity's greatest ally, and at other times, our worst adversary. The beauty of science fiction lies in its ability to challenge our perceptions, pushing us to envision scenarios that might seem far-fetched but could one day be plausible. Interestingly, science fiction doesn't just entertain, it influences real-world AI research. Many scientists and engineers have drawn inspiration from these fictional narratives, using them as both a cautionary tale and a source of creative ideas. For example, the concept of ethical AI, as portrayed in Asimov's famous 3 Laws of Robotics, has influenced modern discussions on AI safety. Similarly, films like The Matrix have sparked debate about the risks of creating systems that could one day surpass our control. Science fiction also serves as a mirror, reflecting both our hopes and our fears about the future of AI. Will AI be a benevolent guide, helping us overcome our limitations, or could it become a force that endangers our very existence? The question remains, are we headed toward a future where these stories become reality? And if so, what role will humanity play? Are we prepared for the possible consequences of creating an intelligence that might one day surpass us? And can we ensure that we remain in control of our own destiny? The idea of AI becoming the next species isn't just about technology. It's about rethinking what it means to be alive. Will AI stay a tool under our control, or will it evolve beyond us, becoming something new entirely? As we advance, we must consider the ethical and philosophical implications of creating an intelligence that might one day surpass our own. Only time will tell. If you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the future of AI and humanity. Leave a comment below. Do you think AI could truly become the next species?